Welcome to the Dead Bedroom Revival Podcast. My name is Corey, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode because for the past 5 days, I go through these sort of phases where I had a lot of ideas in terms of episodes, but at the same time, I'm deep diving on different things that I need to be doing. I think the main one at the moment is goal setting. And I thought it would be interesting to share what I'm actually doing in terms of goal setting. And while I'm been thinking about the strategy and what I need to do the year, breaking it down from the actual 365 and then thinking of each quarter and then thinking of each goal that I need to be achieving. And some of those goals are to, really launch this business. Also have my first Muay Thai fight, have a six-pack. This time it's a bit different because before I've sort of said that and then not backed it up with supporting goals to do that. So that's the other part about it. So really, when it comes to goal setting, most people, they just sort of write this thing down or they think about it in their mind. And then they don't do what we call a tie-in. So you don't tie yourself to that goal. And usually it's more of, I'm going to lose weight, and then they sort of go to the gym. And I'm going to give you this example because I think I've been through the same one and failed. So I'll set up my gym membership, and then in order to really feel like there's more momentum, I'll go and then buy some gym clothes, new trainers, and then I'll start going to the gym. And then for about sort of 2 to 3 weeks, I'll sort of hit that habit. And then I'll be eating well. I would have cut out a lot of things. And then by sort of week 3 or week 4, I might have a snack or have a beer or something that breaks up that cycle. Or maybe I might decide I'm feeling a bit too tired. Or not even the fact that I decided not to go to the gym. Life just comes in the way. And then maybe I miss 3 or 4 days of the gym. And then those 3 or 4 days become 1 week and then 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, I'm not going to the gym. And then all of a sudden, I'm now eating a lot of rubbish. And then I find myself in a situation where I'm arriving December again and thinking about, I need to lose weight in the following year. And the year just sort of flies by from that point of view. And which is different, which is, in this case, when it comes to weight loss, I thought I want to have a six-pack by the time summer comes. And then in order to have a six-pack, so that means I now have to commit to at least 5 days of training. So, and it's going to be 6 because one of the other goals was to now be a regular member with Jiu-Jitsu. So that means I'll be training 6 days a week. And then I'll supplement that with weight training as well. So there'll be some days I'll be doing double trainings. So that means, because I'm planning this out, I'm writing it down. So, okay, which are the days that I'll be doing the weights? Which are the days that I'll be doing double trainings? And then I'll go into the diet. How am I going to approach the diet? There's one thing I've been wanting to try. I've put 12 weeks. There's a 12-week window within the year that I'm going to be doing strictly carnivore. So that means I'm just only eating meat, probably eat some berries as well, but I'll be strictly eating meat. And that's just to really see how my body reacts to that type of diet. And also the fact that maybe I might have inflammation from eating plants and eating all these other things. So this is information I've been learning, but it's something that I want to try for my body. And I know there's been some really good composition results that I've seen from other people who have done similar. So that's from the diet perspective. And then the mindset perspective, what are the things that I need to be doing in order to stay focused and maintaining? So I've set up goals, days that I'll be weighing myself, the types of trainings I'm trying to achieve, what am I trying to achieve in terms of the mental side of things. So who am I hanging myself around in terms of the training? Who am I making myself accountable to in terms of training? So that means there will be some sessions where I will be paying for personal training, and that personal training will be a way of seeing whether I'm improving and a benchmark. So also the other part of the mindset, I use a Whoop watch, which is a tracker, which makes it so much easier to see what I'm doing in terms of the activity and my sleep and the rest, the how I'm resting. So all of this is geared to being successful with the goal. And when you start goal setting with this way of perspective, or at least this way of looking at it, where you set the goal and then you start thinking about what are the things I need to do in order to achieve this, you start finding a way to really commit yourself and then really have these supporting things that will take you there. Because usually when you think about it, when people set a goal, it's almost like this setting up a tent without any anchors, and then it becomes very windy. You know, at one point it's going to be solid, and then at some point when the wind starts blowing, it's just going to get blown away. And this is why it's very important to then find those anchor things that will anchor your goal, and then you can also track as well. So that's one of the important parts about it. That so when you hit certain milestones, then you can at least tick them off. And again, some goals that you are setting, so if you've got 10 goals, there's some that are sort of similar or need each other. So again, you'd, for instance, my first Muay Thai fight is going to be dependent on me being able to be healthy and consistent with my training and losing weight. So again, that one, there'll be similar things that will be supporting around it. So again, this helps me to achieve those goals. And if time I set, I achieve those goals, then again, I'll be able to add more things in order to continue and still maintain that goal. So hopefully that makes sense. And in terms of goal setting, this is how I think about it. And when I was doing all this process and really researching and really trying to get even deeper understanding on how to do this, there's one thing that I do is that when I go into study mode, I speak less. So most people, when they're around me, they're just wondering, why is he not speaking as much? As I just prefer to be thinking my thoughts, thinking about what I've read, thinking about how that affects me, how does that information relate to other information I've read, how does that information, how can I use that information to implement in my life so it can be of impact to me. So there's certain things I'm going through in terms of that. I'd like to be quiet, but at the same time, I'm also thinking about the whole entire year and really trying to vision cast, just really think about what is it that I want to achieve in terms of money goals. You know, what am I doing in terms of that? You know, looking at the debt that I have, how do I reduce that? How do I start really removing that in terms of my life? How do I start planning budgets in terms of, again, with the diet and eating? How much of that can I now start eat out and start eating unhealthy? So when I do date nights, can I convince my wife to go and eat somewhere where it's healthy rather than, and again, when you say healthy and also within a good price range. So again, it helps us on the financial side of things. So there's quite a lot of things that when it comes to goal setting, we sort of just frivolously just sort of put it out there and then just sort of hope for the best. And this is what I've done for many years. And I learned that a lot of people that achieve goals actually write them down, and then they do exactly what I'm doing right now, where you anchor these certain goals with certain things that you need to be doing every single day in order to move the needle forward, or at least move a step forward to getting closer to that goal. So this is very, very, very important, and it's exciting to be sharing with you guys. And I think hopefully it's now 6th of January. It's not too late to sit down, really write down what you want in terms of your life and what you want to achieve, and then 10 goals maximum, and then you just start writing what you need to do every single day to achieve that. What do you need to have achieved that day in order to get closer to that? What do you need to have achieved in the week in order to get closer to that goal? What do you need to have achieved per month, per quarter, and then the actual goal itself? So hopefully this has been something that's opened up your mind and started thinking about, how do I start doing this? And again, I think the practice where I stopped talking about it, at least stopped talking more than I'm thinking, is a very important part about it, because there's something powerful, and I don't know if it's scientific or if it's just a philosophical thing where the less you talk, the more, because I'm just listening, and we'll talk about silly things like football or other things. I will put my thoughts about it, but I will refrain from getting excited about it or talking any further. I will just say my points, because I'm taking in information. In the past few days, I've watched more shorts and videos, and just really sort of allowing information to come into me, so I can get inspired to look at it, different things in terms of my life that I want to change or improve on, or at least achieve within my life. So hopefully this has been impactful for you. If you want to learn how to do this, just let me know at Instagram, and I can show you how I've done this in terms of take pictures of my planner, so you can see how I've wrote these goals down and the anchor points of these goals, and how I've done it. I'm calling them anchor points just because there's a lack of a better term. I think the tent analogy sort of gives you a good idea of how it would work within your life, so that you can really achieve these goals. So thank you very much for listening. Go to my Instagram, and in the Instagram is deadbedroomrevival.com, Dead Bedroom Revival, and you'll be able to just send us a DM and write in goal setting, and then I will know that you are there for goal setting, and then we can talk about it, and then I can show you exactly what I've done in order to set my goals, and then hopefully that can be something that you can do and really be successful this year, because this year is your year. And like I finished off the year last year, I said that you guys are powerful, and the moment you can realize your power, the quicker you can start really doing amazing things, not just for yourself, but for your family and your communities as well, because there's power inside you, and there's many forces that are probably stopping you from seeing it, whether it's the fact that you're traumatized, maybe the family issues, the sexless issues, all these other things that you're struggling with in life are really stopping you from seeing what is truly amazing. And really, when you start conquering yourself and make an impact of people around you, the weird part about it is that you start getting more sex, because you become this really attractive leader within your relationship. So thank you very much for listening. Again, go to Dead Bedroom Revival at Instagram, and you'll be able to get more coaching over there. Like I said, you DM us the word goal setting, and we'll be able to know while you're there, so we can give you the right training. So thank you very much. We'll be seeing you soon. Take care.